Welcome into this edition of the RSL Insider. Joining you from Zango Field, I'm John Kaluter. As you can see behind me, the guys have cleared out for practice for the day, but we're sticking behind. Let you know what to expect on this chapter of the Insider. Coming up, we catch up with head coach Jason Kreis, midfielders Colin Warner and Javier Morales, defender Nat Borchers on what you could expect from this weekend's Class of 2005 reunion at the Home Depot Center against Chivas USA. We'll wrap up by going behind the scenes with Kyle Beckerman, as he is the focus of a shoot for Sports Illustrated for Kids. So what do you expect to see coming into this weekend out of Chivas USA?
I think, watching their past three matches, it's a team that's playing good soccer. They're really possessing, at least as far as I see the game. That's the way I like to see the game played. It's what I like to watch. I think it's what a lot of fans like to watch. It's a team that possesses the ball very well, dynamic. Their midfielders are very fluid in their movements. They're creating a lot of attacking chances, goal-scoring opportunities. And so I'm looking forward to what I think should be a very entertaining game Saturday night.
And spots to fill with Will Johnson and Robbie Finley both camping at the moment. You've got some tough decisions to make. Talk about the choices being made in the midfield and up top this weekend.
Yeah, it all kind of, funny enough, coincides with players also getting healthy, because we had Nelson Gonzalez and Ned Grabavoy who were out last week for our match last Thursday against Houston. They've both come now into enough health that we can consider them both for the starting lineup. You've got Colin Warner as well, so a decision has to be made. Probably one of those three players will fill in for Will Johnson. And then up front, it's Fabiano Spindola comes healthy now, and he trained today fully, trained yesterday fully, and looks very good. So the competition there will be between him and Campos.
You got your first start at the Home Depot Center last month in the loss to the Galaxy, but you're familiar with it, at least. As you battle for a spot this week, does it provide any level of comfort knowing that you could be going back on that pitch where you got your first start?
Yeah, sure, a little bit. They usually get a great crowd there, so it's always good to go down there.
And let's talk about battling for a spot this week with Will Johnson on national team duty. There's a spot open up on the left side of the diamond. Seems to be pretty fierce competition between yourself and Ned Grabavoy and Nelson Gonzalez. Talk about the day in, day out battle, what you got to do to secure that spot in the 11.
Work hard and play good defense, basically. That's what the coaches look for. So, we're all good players. We're all very technical. So sometimes the coaches focus on the defensive side of the ball. So that's what we've been working on this week. So I just try to work hard at that, do my best.
Let's talk about the team being on a roll now. It's been a while since the team's won 3 straight, going for a club record 4 straight. Talk about just the momentum you guys carry into Chivas.
Sí, la verdad que hemos ganado 3 partidos en casa, han sido muy importantes para nosotros. Y ahora para ganar más confianza sería importantísimo, ¿no? Poder ganar fuera de casa nuestro partido con Chivas, y de esa manera conseguiríamos 4 victorias seguidas, que sería muy importante para lo que viene.
Talk a little bit about playing with Alvaro Saborío, coming off his performance last week. You guys looked incredibly in sync, looked together on the same page.
Sí, la verdad que es un gran delantero, ¿no? Creo que fue una gran contratación la que hizo el club. Lo está demostrando con goles y la verdad que se hace entender muy bien, marca muy bien los pases, entonces a mí se me hace mucho más difícil a la hora de poder asistir.
Not sure how much of Chivas USA you've been able to see yet this year, but having played them in past seasons, what do you expect to see this weekend?
Sí, la verdad que es un buen equipo. Creo que ahora tiene un técnico nuevo, han cambiado un poco la manera de jugar, en el cual le faltan 2 jugadores importantes que se han ido de la selección, a nosotros también. Así que va a ser un partido parejo, fuera de casa, y esperemos poder ganar.
At Borchers, team is on a roll, trying to win 4 straight for the first time in numerous years. Talk about the momentum you guys carry into the matchup against Chivas this weekend.
Yeah, I think we're definitely in a good position right now to make a run. I think it's a little bit dangerous though to win 3 in a row and then go on the road against a good team like Chivas. So we've got to be very careful. We got to make sure that we don't give them anything.
You guys have been playing your soccer on the road, fair to say. The first 3-4 contests, the results just weren't there. It's got to change in that aspect to get the full 3 out of the Home Depot Center this weekend?
Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing for us. We've actually done quite well on the road, and I don't think we've got the results to show it. So I think the big challenge for us is really to come out and be aggressive against the Chivas and just make sure we don't give up anything early.
Their midfield's gone through a lot of turnover, and their attack not too incredibly healthy over the last few years. What do you expect to see out of their attack come Saturday, especially out of Justin Braun, the Salt Lake City native?
I think Justin Braun's done quite well for himself. I think he's got 2 goals and 2 assists this year so far. So got to make sure we keep track of him. And they have a lot of question marks. I think they've got a lot of guys who will be out of the lineup. Sasha Klestin's gone. Jonathan Bornstein's going to be gone due to the U.S. national team call-ups. So it's going to be interesting to see how they come out. But we just know that we got to keep playing our soccer to win.
You need a ball.
Oh, yeah, that's coming.
Okay. It's a good thing.
You know, or
Yeah, I didn't know. Take a look at these quick here.
Thanks for joining us for this edition of the RSL Insider. Join us next week when we'll preview the return home to Rio Tinto Stadium as RSL tries to make it 15 straight undefeated in Sandy against Kansas City Wizards. And as always, we'll go behind the scenes with your favorite RSL players. Thanks for joining us on this edition. We'll see you next week.